The following program is for adult audiences only.
Hey, this is Alonzo Bowden, and you are listening to Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
And we're back.
I'm gonna squeeze these fuckers into shape, boys. Anyway, I lost a couple fucking pairs of shades out of my slave gig. So, now I'm stuck to, these ones, but they're crooked. It doesn't matter. You know what? This is a fucking news show. Stop messing with me. Anyway, go ahead.
Anthony's a little crooked anyway right now.
Oh, these fucking guys. Every time I look at you, you have fucking red eyes, all of you.
So, we took a couple weeks off, prior engagements and such.
Exactly. I've been engaged 4 times in the priors.
So, we are going to do something new today. We are going to record 2 shows.
I'm doing 2 shows. Am I launching them both on Tuesday?
Well, one Tuesday and one the following Tuesday.
Oh. Well, that's rough. Because everything you're going to get is going to be not only 1 week in advance, it's going to be 3 weeks in reverse. So...
Yeah, okay.
I know how you guys like it in reverse. You fucking weirdos.
So I had today's show ready 2 weeks ago.
Hard charge. We're not sponsored.
Sparkling ice. We're not sponsored.
Hey! All right. Stop dicking around now. Okay. What we're really going to talk about... God, I feel like a sports announcer. I feel like my shit's... Anyway. The election, boys. Is that the first story?
No.
Well, now it is. Who are you voting for? I don't care.
None of the above.
You know what's fucking crazy? Is that shithead Jon Stewart. I love Jon Stewart. Good shit, right? Hilarious. He said, this asshole said, voting is sloughing off civic or not voting. Bingo, is sloughing off civic responsibility. Okay, now, let's just take voting. Now, think voting. I don't want to be a dick here, but let's put voting and slavery in the same category, right? Now, what do you do if you're against slavery? You fucking don't own slaves. Bingo. Now, what do you do if you're against the system of voting? You fucking don't vote.
Makes
Bingo.
sense.
All right. Now, goddamn it, Jon Stewart, we love you to death. Your fucking gun policies are weird. Fucking crazy. Crazy. However, I urge you guys, these fucking old maniacs, we say, hey, here's the thing. We're the most powerful democratic society in the fucking world, right? We right the wrongs, as Reagan would say. It's our responsibility to protect the infrastructure of the free nation and the freedom of the American way of life along star borders and all around the world. However, we don't like either of these niggas, bro. We don't like either of these guys, right? It's like, how can they say that your vote matters if you don't want to vote? It's been proven like 78 to 82% of the society doesn't want these niggas to be our guys, right? So like, how is it really a vote? Like, if we could just say no, right? Like, give us what do you say if it was Johnny? I bet you Johnny could get 32%. This fucking guy's been a career politician. You know what? Fuck it. I don't like talking about that bullshit. Quit voting. It's phony. Anyway, first story.
It's funny. I was going to bring up the fucking debate that everybody...
Oh, God, I watched it. Did you guys watch it?
So, somebody on Reddit called it the Senior Bowl, and I laughed my fucking ass off, dude.
It is, dude. It's
that
like,
was all I was going to bring up was the Senior Bowl. I don't give a fuck about the debate.
Goodness.
It was
Did you
ridiculous.
watch it, John? Oh, fuck, dude. It was
as much as I could tolerate of it.
Well, it was. I mean, I'm a jockey for some. I want to see something amazing.
That was not amazing.
Dude, I watched the Europa Cup. It wasn't amazing either, but I'm ready in case something happens. I'm going to tell you guys about it. So I'm watching this debate, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Come on, Joe. They had him walk out, and he was just like I don't know. And then I was waiting. I was like, there's going to be one point where old Dirty Joe, old Corona Joe, my guy, the guy that gave us all that money, the money Joe. I was waiting for him to be like, yeah, I gave everybody all this money, so fuck you. You didn't give anybody any money. I didn't get any money. And I was waiting, and I was waiting. And then he fucking forgot what we were talking about.
Yes,
and then he said, we beat Medicare. That's your thing, man. What are you talking about? Jesus, Joe. We got a guy. We got a guy that doesn't like Mexicans, man. We got a guy that doesn't like Mexicans. You know what he said? He said, these fucking immigrants, which is unfortunate, because what he really means is not Canadian immigrants. You know who he's talking. He's not talking about fucking the immigrants from Turkey. He's talking about fucking Mexican immigrants. Now, my son, first generation. He's talking about first generations and immediate beginners, which is what I like to call them. Other people call them trespassers. I like to call them immediate beginners. If you don't have a start, motherfucker, I'm starting a race where I get there. I'm gonna begin again. That's what I'm gonna do. He says these fuckers are taking what's called black jobs. Oh, I was losing it. I'm like, oh, Joe, what's a black job, Joe? Ask him, Joe. Please. Ask him, Joe, what's a black job? He doesn't say anything. This fucking maniac, and I want to ask you guys. I don't know what a black job I don't know what a black job is, man. After the debate, they asked some there was a lot of fucking Yo Schmoes and Jomos that are like, well, now that it's over, I want to say what I was thinking, this, that, and the other. I mean, I want to know why if they say democracy is we're ready to choke democracy out, and Donald Trump is gonna fucking let the Soviet Union come over here and tell us who's what's it. Why the old man? Why the old man? I mean, the vice president lady, she's super tough or whatever. She's like a strong lady. But nobody wants to listen to her because she's rude. Rude. We want to listen to Joe Biden because he was our grandpa, But now he's too old, right? You know what I think?
For real.
I think fuck that Kennedy dude that's on steroids. Fuck him on the Republican card. Put him on the Democrat card. I would never vote. You're all out of your mind. I don't care who it was. If they tell me to vote against him, I'll tell you, man, I swear, if he can't beat me in a fist fight, he don't have the right to tell me what to do. And that's the way that I live, police. Anyway, I am worried the fact that we say that this debate meant so much, and they were all talking about this motherfucker. They give him Adderall. They give this old man all kind of stuff, right? And then he just dude, man, this guy forgets who he's talking about. Not that it matters that he called Zelensky Putin. A lot of y'all don't know about that yet, but you're going to figure out. It was just last week. Well, now it's now, but then it was then. Anyway. He called Zelensky Putin. Now, I don't want to be a dick, but that's he's thinking about a lot of stuff, and he can't put it in boxes. You need to put it in boxes. Golly! We got H-bombs, man. All right. Hey, vote with your heart. And your heart means don't fucking vote. Anyway, look, if none of us vote, literally, think about it, if you convince every fucking body you know not to vote, now Johnny ain't gonna vote. You ain't gonna convince him. You ain't gonna convince me. I'm gonna convince you. Trust me, ain't nobody I know is gonna vote. If you know me, I'll turn you away. You ain't gonna vote. I'm telling you. Anybody know Johnny ain't gonna vote because they know it's a scam. I'm telling you, if none of us fucking vote for nothing, they'll still make a guy. They'll still put a dude up there, right? Even though none of us, like right now, none of us want the old man. None of us want the rapist. None of us want either of these maniacs. They're going to put a guy up there anyway, man. They're going to do it anyway. So just understand that it's not really real. None of it really affects you. Look, you're still listening to me. They'd have taken me off if it mattered. Come on. Soviet Union, we're gone. We're gone. Week 1. What year are we in? I think this is year 5. Year 5. If who was in charge really mattered and they weren't just going to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do anyway, they're not letting me and the big man on. Come on! Year 1! After I threatened Gordon Ramsay, they're taking me off! Come on. All right. It's time for the news.
All right. Well, right before the news, last weekend I was in Reno. The fam and I went to Reno and hung out for a day. We went to
See all those fucking bums around there?
Keystone Escape Games.
Oh, did you what the fuck they call it? Escape room?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was cool. They had 2. One was Blood of the Original. It was vampires and shit like that. And the other one was Dragon Alley, which is the one we did. We had to save the timeline and get all the crystals, and it was fucking cool, man.
This is a minor plug. If you fucking know, this is like we got 68 people on audience.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Dude,
I had to get in a coffin.
Did you win? What's an hour?
It was an hour. We had 21 seconds left.
There you go.
21 seconds.
I think my aunt got me one in Vegas. We did it, and then in the back room, they had the fish tank. You put your fucking arm in and do like weird stuff. I don't know. I'm one of these guys that's like just fucking kick the door. I'm a dickhead.
Right.
But dude, a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Where was it? Is it Reno? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 doors away from the Scientology building. It's like, great.
Going clear. We got something else to talk about. Tom Cruise, you fucking asshole. All right, look here, middle tooth. I'm talking to you. Quit fucking around, man. Scientology's fucking weird. All right, just quit fucking around. Anyway, did you see that thing on dude? I swear to God, it's like you're like, you just got a Netflix subscription. No, I just switched to the ad version though, so now I'm watching because it's half price. Yeah, you all should do it too. It's $7.50. Anyway, they got a documentary on there called Going Clear, and it's like this whole deal about like how that Scientology shit was like just like a Ponzi scheme.
It's based on a science fiction book by L. Ron Hubbard.
Not even based on a science fiction book. It's based on the true principles of science fiction book, of course. But the pay scale is like Herbalife. It's like it's crazy. It's Herbalife, guys. Yep. Guys, it's Herbalife. Come on, guys. Come on, Tom. Stop fucking around. It's Herbalife. Come on, John. Mr. Travolta. Stop jerking off those masseuses and tell us. Next thing in the news. That Scientology
Stop
stuff's weird.
smacking the table.
Dude, I wish
adjusting the camera.
I wish I could get in that Scientology stuff. They got like these deals where they're like, here, hold on to these fucking deals and tell us every bad thing you did, and I swear to God we won't use it against you.
Yeah.
Good night. Let me tell you what. I've been in middle school. Tell somebody a secret. They'll use it against you. Come on now. That place, dude, so rich. We ought to rob them all. We ought to rob the Scientology fucking building. They had the balls to put Scientology in big letters across the front of the building. Let me tell you what. You guys ever read that Orwell shit? That 1984 shit? Everybody with their name on a building we get them. We take all that money back. You know, we take all that money back. In the end, we take all that money back. There's a sequel. You might not have read
Good book. Highly recommend it.
Trust and believe. I got another one. Actually, it's fucking disgusting. But I got another one, and a weirdo gave it to me. And it's like a sequel to that one. Y'all better watch it.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you the goddamn title. That would negate your responsibility to research. And you don't want to making free thinkers in my society.
All right. Our first story.
Bingo dingo.
This made me laugh. Speaking of church, this is perfect. 7 in church youth group injured in lightning strike. Now, I thought that was like an Onion article. I had to fucking look like 3 times to make sure it wasn't. But it's actually KSL. I'm like, you are out of your fucking mind. No fucking way, man. I'm like, this is not a real article.
Leave it to the Big J to say, like, oh yeah, some stuff is not funny, but some stuff really makes you laugh. 7 youths struck by lightning. Jesus Christ. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, who hasn't ever said, you know, if I walk into church, I'm going to get struck by lightning for all the bad shit I've done.
Who hasn't ever
There
said,
you
if I had the
fucking
power
go.
of lightning, I would zap 7 youths. I would zap them for their impure thoughts.
Exactly.
I'll get them for their fucking, you know, sometimes they be thinking about shit that they want and not allowed to have. Like second portions at the lunch line. Cumberton lasagna. Strike them down. Let's hear the story.
Lightning struck near a youth group from the Church of Christ of Latter-day Saints, injuring 7 in the party. According to the Sevier County Sheriff, none of the injuries appear to be life-threatening. In a statement, right. In a statement, the sheriff said the youth group was hiking south of the Fremont Junction in the eastern part of Sevier County. As rain started, water puddled on the ground and lightning struck next to the youth. The sheriff said approximately 50 people felt the shock of the lightning, with 7 experiencing medical concerns due to electricity from the strike. Those 7 were taken by ambulance to where they were met by medical helicopters. 2 of the 7 were experiencing symptoms serious enough to be taken by air to Primary Children's Hospital in Lehigh.
Voodoo Ranger, get charged.
The rest were taken to local hospitals. The rest of the hikers were accounted for and taken to Salina, where they were met by parents with no other medical issues reported. Severe weather was active over much of Utah, producing flash flood warnings, strong winds, heavy rain, and severe thunder watches.
I'll have you know, lightning didn't strike any kids at regular old middle school.
Yeah, no shit.
Jesus didn't pick any kid from regular middle schools or regular public schools or regular day camps. You know what? Jesus, what do they call him? What do the Christians call him? Jesus or God? I think it's the same thing. Which is like there's a whole fucking thing. Which hold on, I'm gonna shake your fate, guys. Watch this. Hold on, let me. Boop. Okay. Now, there's like a Jesus, but that is God. But then there's God, who was Jesus' God. That's also his dad, which means dad is God. Okay, but then Jesus sparks kids with lightning. I don't know. Okay, Jesus died for us to live, but then we shot kids with lightning. I don't know. Trust me, you Christians are going to debate me, but I'm just fucking around. So I will have you know that Jesus and God are apparently the same thing, and they both struck those little niggas with lightning. They both struck them down. Did any of them die?
No.
Damn. I mean, you know, because he works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, he meant yay.
What he meant. I mean, Jesus. I'll interpret what Jesus says. Trust me. Watch it. Watch it. Watch this. He just told me, I'm sorry, I'm fucking around. I don't want none of that bullshit. You know, Jesus people are crazy like those Muhammad people, man. They'll blow up your house if you start messing around. I'm just fucking around, guys. I'm just messing around. Jesus probably didn't kill them kids. It was probably lightning. But I do want to say they was worshiping Jesus when they died. I ain't never worshiped Jesus and I'm not dead. So I don't know. Hard charge. Get a charge up. Hard charge. Anyway, let's go.
All right.
Jesus. I hope we don't get sued, guys. Come on, guys. Don't sue us. We're messing around. It's all jokes. We're covered in the umbrella. What's his dickhead? Go ahead. I'll think of it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. I'll think of
Boeing says its space mission is going well despite its Starliner leaving 2 astronauts
Andrew Santino.
stuck on the ISS.
He supports my point of view. Anyway, go ahead.
I did.
I know, but go ahead again. I'm sorry I interrupted the man, but let me tell you what. That Santino dickhead, he's got a bigger platform than me, and I'm saying his name, and we're going to hashtag him, and hopefully he hears about me, he's offended, and fuck him. I'm kidding, I love him. Go ahead.
Okay. It says Boeing is doing damage control as its first crewed commercial spacecraft remains on the International Space Station with no confirmed return date. Oh shit, what did I do? My bad. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams traveled in Boeing's Starliner spacecraft on June 5th after a series of technical delays and were scheduled to stay docked in space for between 8 and 10 days. However, 12 days after the crew's arrival, Boeing delayed the spacecraft's return until June 26th. Another delay was announced on Friday. The aviation company said it needed time to schedule 2 spacewalks and to assess issues on board following 5 helium leaks. As Business Insider previously reported, helium supports Starlink's reaction control system thrusters, which allows them to fire. You know, Boeing, the thing that can't keep their fucking doors on their airplanes.
That's what I was going to say, dude. Boeing is junk,
on
bro.
Earth.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. Because
Let's put them in space.
yeah, here's the thing is, like, obviously some sort of a government fucking cash grab. Like, oh yeah, Boeing, I see your guys' stock is in the fucking toilet. You want some government money to make spaceships? Sure. Fuck yeah. You know what we should have done is we should have gave it to Spirit Airlines. That's what we should have done. We should have said, Spirit, what planes are you using? They'd have been like, old shitty ones. They'd have been like, all right, man. Get us up there. Like,
I mean, what's the difference between old shitty ones and new shitty ones?
well, that's the thing is the new shitty ones. They're not repairing these fucking things. A lot of and actually our fucking like our sanctions on fucking Russia and shit. That's what a lot of it is to like halt their process of like repairing passenger fucking aircraft, like shit that makes money. Obviously, a warplane, if it doesn't fly, it doesn't make money. But it only ever would have made money if it completed its fucking mission. Whereas like a passenger plane, it's gonna fly every day. It makes money every day. So where our like sanctions and shit have targeted them is like their passenger aircraft, their type of shit that you can't replace the landing gear on a fucking 747, so you can't fly anybody in that fucking thing. Luckily, during the Cold War, they just shot them down. Now we're just like, you can't replace the fucking landing gear. But Boeing is like one of the major like recipients of those fucking, not the Russian sanctions, but just the simple fact of like their managerial and employment staff is fucking failing because they're a shitty union. And like their planes are falling out of the fucking sky. We're dropping fucking doors out in the sky. And America's like, you're failing. Wouldn't you like a little bit of, a little bit of cash assistance, a little bit of, NASDAQ backing, as I like to call it, a little bit of stock market shove, if you will. And they're like, well, yeah, our fucking shit's falling out of the sky. We'd love to have a little bit of that. So they're like, yeah, why don't you fucking help us finance this rocket mission? Let me tell you what. That shithead at Tesla and that shithead at SpaceX.
Same shithead.
Dude, this guy doesn't care. Dude, like, there's a lot of folks, dude, they don't care about, like, what's gonna happen. Like, they think nuclear war is winnable. They think hydrogen bombs are a development. They think, like, moving to Mars is a strategical fucking, a strategical maneuver. It's just... commercializing space travel is like a commodity. It's fucking crazy, guys. It's crazy, guys. We're all monkeys. Let's stop fucking around, huh? We're all monkeys. Yeah, we can hit them in 7 minutes. They can hit us in 15, boys. Let's calm down. Let's calm the fuck down, huh? It's all right. We got problems here. We got problems down here. Look in the oceans. We got problems. You know what I was watching? It'll probably tie in. You know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to let Johnny announce the next goddamn story because I'm hyped up.
Well, I'm not done with this one yet. So.
I know. But the next thing, UAFs. We're getting into it. Go ahead.
It says in a statement to the Financial Times, Boeing said the delays were not considered a failure. It is a test. It's a test flight, the statement said. The mission is still going and it's going well. They said the helium system and thrusters are located in the spacecraft service module, which is discarded and burns up in the atmosphere on re-entry, preventing a failure analysis from taking place on Earth. The spokesperson added that the helium leaks have been fixed and were not a concern for the return mission, while 4 of the 5 thrusters were operating normally. Starliner is performing well in orbit while docking to the space station, the spokesperson said, though they added that no return date has been confirmed. They said a new return date will be evaluated following the second spacewalk on July 2nd.
There's a lot of problems with that bullshit. Like, everybody says, like, their whole news program, like, just like China's bullshit. Remember they launched that shit? And then, like, they're like, oh, yeah, the back of the fucking rocket fell off, and if it hits a fucking nation, like, it's not that big a deal. And then America's like, actually, that's an act of war. You can't just leave half your fucking rocket falling into the fucking wherever you think. Oh, yeah, it'll burn up on re-entry. I feel like, I don't know. Is that Reagan-esque? Is my Republican showing? Where I think, like, nothing should be put into space that isn't put into space for the defense of humankind in control. Like, I don't know what you're doing putting rockets and shit up there. What are you doing flying? What are you flying up there? Other than a Dyson sphere. Like, what the fuck are you putting up there? I don't think any nation should have access to space. Obviously, we have commercial communications. Welcome to the internet. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, this is space. But in regards to, like, flying shit up there, allowing a commercial airplane company to just fucking, like, access to space? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, at least they're an aviation company, unlike the person that you mentioned earlier that owns 2 companies that is just a private fucking dickface.
Look here, if you don't think PayPal can go to space.
Jesus Christ.
It's true, they are an aviation company, but also there's things that the aviation companies have thrived on. It used to be like a fucking a privilege and all this, that, and the other. Go up in an airplane, wear a fucking tie, buy a cigar, this, that, and the other. And then it came into the commercial airspaces, and they monopolized this, and they really showed that, like, not only is American infrastructure incapable of using pure power for pure good, but we're going to capitalize, we're going to use the capitalist system. Not that I'm against it, capitalism makes the greatest things, but we're going to use the almighty dollar to destroy the infrastructure of human flight and make you, like, literally, it's like a pay-to-play scam. That's always what it's been. That's why it costs $42 to ride a Greyhound bus across the country, but it costs $495 to take a plane from here to Vegas. Why?
From here to Salt Lake.
Yeah, it's a fucking pay-to-play scam, dude. It's like they've taken the innovation of human flight, and they've done with it what they do with everything that we create, guys. And they take everything we make and they make it, dude, they fucking make it about the cash, man. And that's what it is. And that's what they've done. And it's crazy to, like, oh, okay, well now, but what about American Airlines? What about Delta? What about all these other assholes that are now, because American has gotten this flight contract to put shit in space, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to take all that super kick-ass American passenger jet information, and they're going to sell it to other nations that are going to be like, okay, now instead of Boeing being the guys, it's going to be Delta, or and obviously those are manufacturers and not airlines, but it's going to be the next manufacturer that takes Chinese people to the fucking moon, and then Russian folks, and not that it's a it's a fucking declaration against kinds of people. It's a declaration against, like, stealing good ideas to then use them to destroy the people that made the good ideas. Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that crazy what we do in a society? We take everybody's greatest ideas and then we take them and we use them against those people to exterminate them. Wild and exotic. So Boeing, I hope you don't do that shit.
I just got a notification on my watch right now.
Oh shit, look at that.
It says Richard Simmons, a fitness guru who mixed laughs and
God,
sweat, dies at 76.
Fuck!
Just got it just now.
Richard 76?
76.
Wow, I thought he was way older
Fuck,
than that.
that's crazy.
Oh, dang it, Richard Simmons. He was my man. I'll tell you, dude, I like those tank tops and those tiny shorts. Anyway, I like that afro, dude. I like that pump. I'll tell you what, he was making the world fit again. Anyway.
All right. I will go into the next story.
Voodoo Ranger.
Former Uvalde, Texas school police chief indicted over deadly shooting.
Good.
Yeah. That's what
They ought to get that fucker, dude. I swear to God, they ought to get that fucker. They wouldn't let them parents get in that school.
So the grand jury in Uvalde, Texas, indicted former school district police chief Pedro Arredondo over the police response to the 2022 shooting at Robb Elementary School that killed 19 students and 2 teachers, authorities said on Thursday. The Uvalde County Sheriff's Office said Arredondo was in custody and was being booked on 10 counts of child endangerment. Hundreds of law enforcement officers have been criticized for failures in the response to the shooting on May 24, 2022.
Endangerment? Kids got shot up. Endangered? No, kids are murdered. Mordored.
Officers left the 18-year-old gunman alone inside a classroom with children for more than an hour while weighing how to confront him.
You're out of your fucking mind.
By the time officers...
Why'd you let one of them kids' dads get in there?
Right?
Let one of them kids' dads in there. One of them has, I bet you, a dad with a sex shooter. Good night. Let me tell you what. Go ahead.
By the time officers stormed in, the school had become the scene of one of the deadliest shootings in U.S. history.
Golly.
Another law enforcement officer, Adrian Gonzalez, who was also indicted by the grand jury, according to local media reports. The sheriff's department on Thursday said Gonzalez had not yet been booked and said they could provide no details on his situation. The charges against Arredondo, who goes by the first name Pete, and Gonzalez are the first criminal complaints lodged against any responding officers. The Uvalde County District Attorney, Christina Mitchell, did not immediately return requests for comment. Mitchell confirmed to the Uvalde Leader newspaper that both Arredondo and Gonzalez were indicted. She told the paper that more details will be provided once Gonzalez is booked, which she said would take place on Friday. Federal and state investigations into the school shooting condemned the responding officers' inaction. In May, the families of the victims filed lawsuits against Meta, Activision Blizzard, and its parent Microsoft, along with gunmaker Daniel Defense, for what they claim was collusion in marketing weapons to young people.
Take it easy.
In an advisory earlier this week declaring gun violence in the county a public health crisis, the U.S. Surgeon General noted it has been the leading cause of death among children and adolescents in the country since 2020.
Unless you count trans fat, you fucking dumbasses.
He also noted that the firearm mortality rate among youths in the U.S. is 11 times higher than in France, 36 times higher than in Germany, and 121 times higher than in Japan.
Unless you count juvenile diabetes.
It's like, that's fucking crazy. It's a good thing that I'm glad he got fucking indicted, man.
Oh, he certainly should have got
him.
indicted, but the thing about it is you cannot indict video game producers. You can't indict fucking Blizzard or Ubisoft or fucking Armalite, these fucking gun makers. That's dude, calm down. The reason your child gets a hold of a firearm and shoots up their school is your fault. I mean, it's totally fucking insane. I mean, I understand. The reason we gotta charge this Uvalde fucking police chief is because he has employed basically a bunch of fucking bitch-ass motherfuckers, dude. A bunch of bitch-ass cops that literally did not do their job. That were not willing to take a bullet for some kids. And they should have let them kids' dads in there, them kids' mamas in there, and they would have taken a bullet for those kids. If you'd have let their fucking parents in there to take that dude down, you'd have like 6 or 8 dead adults, no dead kids, and you'd have squared that shit away. And that's parents without guns. That's just parents willing to fight for their children. Mm-hmm. Those police are not willing to fight for your children. They're not. They're there for a job. It's their job. Is the guy at Subway willing to fight for your kids? No. Are you? Yeah. You're going to put your life on the fucking line. Yep. So, yes, does that sheriff's department, police chief, what the fuck ever you want to call him, fucking... does the pig owner, the pig chief, yes, does he deserve to be charged because he employed a bunch of bitch niggas? Well, yeah, he does. But, I mean, that doesn't save your children. And getting money from video game companies or Armalite or the gun, whatever, it doesn't, like, okay, what brand of shoes was the kid wearing? It makes it easy to run so he can shoot other kids? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, yeah, that's like, I just looked up bolt manufacturers because, who the fuck knows who makes bolts. But that's like KD Fasteners,
yes.
Inc.
Yes.
It's like, so that would be like holding them responsible for vehicular manslaughter because they made the bolts that held the engine together in the car that struck your kid and killed them.
Exactly. It's
That's
not
bullshit.
It's literally like and again, I do have open access weapons in my home. I'm ready for whatever. But my children do not have open access to those weapons, and they do not know how to engage and charge those weapons. You're not going to tell me that Call of Duty taught you how to engage a weapon and destroy human members of your society.
Yeah, you push X.
That's not
X is how you fucking charge it.
No, but that's not what taught you how to maneuver a firearm. You know what I mean? Ubisoft is not responsible for your kids shooting up that school. You are responsible for your kid shooting up that school. Why do you have an AK-47 at your house? Why do you have an AR? How does he have your pistol in his backpack and take it to school? How does that happen? How does he know how to charge a 40 caliber pistol and bang rounds without engage? Like, how? That's not video games. Trust me. You want to know how I know? Because I played video games. And I didn't realize how to use and engage an enemy with fire until I was taught to do so. Somebody has to teach you how to... This is a weapon system, guys. This isn't just like a little... this is not an Xbox controller where a circle makes you go bang. Mm-hmm. No, you are engaged with that weapon. You know how to use that weapon. And if somebody leaves that weapon ready to go and ready to be used, they're responsible. And if they teach somebody how to use that weapon... If that person is irresponsible with that weapon, that is on that person. And on that person who taught them how to use it. The parents, in this case. I think it's crazy how we want to blame Halo because a kid shot up a school. We want to blame, back in the early 2000s, we want to blame Eminem because a kid fucking stabbed a kid at school. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's things that condition us to like public society, the things like that release our minds, let our imaginations run, this, that, and the other, and then we take those things that give us this escapism, this society of like, I can think about this thing and then like I can go to do my job. We take that and we take these dream weavers, these makers of magic, and we blame them for like the kids shooting up the fucking school. I played San Andreas. I played Halo. I joined the army. I never shot up a school. I never did that. I'm the craziest motherfucker y'all niggas know. I never shot up a school. I never did that. Why? I didn't have a dad to teach me how to use a gun. I'll tell you that. But, I mean, even if I did, it would have been his fucking fault. It's not Halo's fault. You don't hit circle, charge a battle rifle, and that teaches you how to load an AR. It's not real. It's not real. Kids know how to use guns. I got kids, man. And they know how to use my guns because they're killing tools. They're tools to kill. They are not fucking little games that kids play with. So if you teach your kid how to play with these games, then those games are on your hands. And when they charged those two motherfuckers in, where was it at? Arkansas, Massachusetts?
Oh, the two parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've been charged already.
They charged
I think they got their sentences
Damn
already.
right they charge, and they should. And they should charge any one of you motherfuckers that, if, I swear to God, if my fucking wrench left this house and it wasn't attached to me, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? I'm calling the Pentagon. I'm calling the Pentagon. Hey, my stick is gone. Somebody's taking the stick and they're gonna hit somebody with it. You cannot, like, what do you mean? I got a 30-round snapper in that fucking thing. That'll wet down a whole fucking block. If my kid got a hold of them, dude, it'll soak a whole fucking block. Are you kidding me? And you're gonna let a kid get a hold of some shit like this? You're out of your mind. That's totally your fucking fault. And hopefully, they do worse to you in prison than we'll do to you out here. You cannot allow these children to have the power of God's. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. You're over here teaching you think you're teaching a kid how to shoot a BB gun. Really, you're teaching a kid how to execute his fucking friends. I swear to God, I love my gun rights, and I have to have them because police want to hurt me, and I've done nothing wrong. Like, I literally go places, and I'm a white dude with tattoos. Come on now, they think I'm up to no good. So I gotta keep a stick, man. I gotta keep a stick in case somebody want to hit me with one. But I would never allow some fucking child that doesn't understand life and death. I would never teach them how to use, like, it's crazy. I remember getting taught how to use a gun when I was such a young kid. Do you remember getting taught? Remember a 22 rifle?
I had hunter safety.
Yeah. Oh my God, hunter safety. Yeah. Let me teach you how to be safe and kill one of my friends. You fuckers. How dare you embody a juvenile god to kill my friends? To take one of my friends' names in that fake ass kid's fucking name. That's disgusting. Do not kill one of my friends in your kid's name. That's horrible, for one. But yeah, it's like this weird, like, pre-2010s era of, like, it was like, oh yeah, we've got to teach all these kids how to, like, fend. We got to hunter safety these kids. Teach all these kids how to, like, go find their own food. This, that, and the other. The grocery stores never went out of business or anything. Like, you could literally just go, like, you know. And I will say that the grocery stores are no better than you going out and savagely killing something to eat, except for the mental state. I mean, if you buy it from a store, you're still a pussy. If you go out and fucking murder something, you're kind of a crazy person. You know? You're kind of a crazy person. I had the opportunity. I didn't do that. I mean, you cannot teach these kids like we used to teach them back in the day, like how to go out and hunt. It's not hunting anymore. Kids are crazy now. They got ADHD and shit. We're talking about, like, the only opinion that matters is your mommy's. And then, like, you also know how to use a gun. That's not real. That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, this kid has a Facebook, but he also knows how to charge a firearm. That's nuts. Let me tell you what's nuts. I don't have a Facebook. I know how to charge a firearm. That's how it works. Once you know how to, you can't have it anymore. You can't. You can't have a Snapchat. You can't have any of that stuff. You have YouTube. You can watch me and I can tell you don't do no stupid shit. But other than that, come on, man. Stop teaching these kids how to use these fucking guns, dude. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's not a bonding activity, dude. I put my kid in football and I coach his team. That's what you do. Like, if you want to bond with your kid, you fucking teach him how to tie his shoes. You don't teach him how to murder. I swear to God. Oh, you know Mama had a lot of boyfriends. I swear to God, you know how many boyfriends want to teach me how to shoot? Want to teach me how to shoot something? Why you want to teach me how to kill stuff? That's so fucking crazy. None of them taught me how to eat vegetarian, how to save lives. None of them taught me CPR. They all want to teach me how to shoot. That's insane. That should be a crime. That should be a crime. I've never taught a kid how to charge and use a firearm in my life. And if you ever taught a child how to charge and use a firearm in your life, you're wrong. And you should be in jail. Because if you think the last line of defense is your kid, because you've been taken out, and he's going to grab the shotgun and take out the intruder, you're a total piece of shit pussy, dude. And I hope you're the motherfucker trying to break into my house. Because I got your ass. I got your ass on the street. Come on now. Okay. That's fucking crazy.
We're going to jump into the last story here because we are running very long.
I'm doing 2 shows today.
Yeah. Yeah, don't use all the content in this one, Anthony.
I never run out of content.
Okay.
I'm a politician.
Man charged with threatening to kill U.S. presidential candidates found dead.
They got him.
Yeah. Man, that was funny shit, man.
Hey, if they get me, y'all, I was messing around, man. These are jokes, guys. Hey, these are jokes. I don't want no J6 shit. All right?
Says a New Hampshire man charged with threatening to kidnap and injure Republican presidential candidates last year has been found dead, a U.S. attorney said in a court filing on Thursday.
Kidnap and injure?
Mm-hmm.
Like how so?
Doesn't say.
What's going on?
The jury had begun their deliberations this week in the trial of Tyler Anderson, who had been accused of sending a series of threatening text messages to the candidates. The U.S. attorney moved to dismiss the indictment against Anderson, saying the government has learned that the defendant is deceased. There is no case or controversy.
Oh, he's dead?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
The circumstances or location of Anderson at the time of his death were not revealed. Anderson's lawyer did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Anderson was arrested on December 9th after federal agents and police tracked some text to his home address and searched the premises, finding a cell phone with threatening messages sent to the campaigns of 2 candidates, according to an FBI affidavit. He allegedly threatened to impale and disembowel one of the candidates in November, according to the April 24th indictment.
It's hard to do.
The following month, he threatened to blow the head off another 2 candidates and conduct a mass shooting, it stated.
Easier to do.
Anderson said during an FBI interview that he sent similar threatening messages to multiple other campaigns, according to the FBI affidavit.
How do you text a president?
A candidate.
Really? Like, how do you get Joe Biden's number?
No fucking idea, dude.
Do you think people... What if I ran for president? None of you motherfuckers could text me.
Right.
For real? Like what? I wouldn't even have a phone.
Yeah.
How do you text a political candidate? I'm gonna kill ya. Come on. What?
Says the U.S. Attorney's Office did not name the candidates, but court exhibit filings list text messages sent to the campaigns of former U.S. Ambassador to the United States Nikki Haley, former New York Governor Chris Christie, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh, well, he was only threatening Chris Christie, so that guy's a cunt.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said in December that the case reflected an increase in threats of violence against public officials and those seeking public office across the country.
You guys got to understand, you can't be threatening these people. You got to just ask them questions like, do you want to fight? Where are you located? No, I'm messing around. Stop messing around.
Says these types of illegal threats undermine the function of our democracy, he said. Cases of political violence have increased in the U.S. in recent years, a Reuters report found last year.
I don't know if that's true. What do you mean undermines democracy? Like, if you're not willing to fight for the will of the American people, then what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what, somebody sent you a little death threat? I had 3 guns put to my head before I was 14. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, a little death threat? Like what? Oh, they told you don't say that. You wear a suit and shit. Wear the suit. Okay, fuck off.
All right, on that
Chris
note,
Christie's a cunt.
He is. We're going to fuck off, and we will see you next week.
Actually,
but it'll only be in a few minutes.
You know what's crazy is if you watch this show, I'm going to change my shirt. It's going to seem like a different show, but you know.
Same. All right, we'll see you next minute. New podcast starting every Tuesday at 8 a.m. or hear previous episodes anytime.
Come on back every week, C-Sweet Poppy. I got what you need.
You can email us at who'stalkingshh@gmail.com. That's 3 H's.
That's it. Email me. I want to read your shit.
You can leave a voice message on Anchor and possibly be included in an upcoming episode. Tell us how much you like it or if you think it sucks.
Leave me a name and number after the beep.
Go to our Facebook page link on Anchor.
You know you like me.
You can also hear us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more.
You know me. I'm on all the platties, dawg.